Hello everyone and welcome to another video. I figured it's been a while since we talked about Star Wars The Old Republic, and seeing as the end of the year is just around the corner, I figured now was a good time to give you guys an update on my thoughts around the game. Now you guys know what I normally do here. We do the little B-roll in the Manan stronghold and we walk along the corridor here, and usually nothing happens. But today I have also sensed a great disturbance in the Force. It's the SWTOR Angels.
Yeah, that's right, old man. Ranting about the game in every video, uploading 1,000 truths and threatening to quit won't help the game in any way. And yet, here we are again. Irrelevancy ended years ago.
There's more I can say, yeah.
Now, step aside and let us talk about what this game actually needs to solve its current issues.
Oh, my goddess. How can I serve you?
Now, let's talk about 7.2, the upcoming patch, addressing everything that was discussed in the latest dev stream on Twitch, starting with the new planet, Ruhnuk. They did a good job from what can be seen on the PTS, though we believe people would be attracted to a more mysterious and darker planet. Although they reused elements from past locations, they did a good job creating a cohesive atmosphere that fits the Mandalorian concept. The flora is on point, and the fog and lighting effects give off the feeling of a large and open zone perfectly. We can't blame you for basing this update on the Mandalorian theme, as they've been popularized by the Disney shows, and your players most certainly want to relive those stories, but we wonder, why are you scared of being more creative? The R4 operation was an original and magical concept, and we can't help but wonder, where are the Sith lore and themes in the legacy of the Sith expansion? Did they suddenly become Mandalorians? You could have based an entire update on Ilum, a wonderfully crafted planet on which you could have expanded the Darth Null story arc and the lore behind it. Although we fully support Mandalorian lore, we're just questioning the lack of Sith in their titular expansion. We hope the story will be longer than 30 minutes, or at the very least so incredibly interesting that it will be worth subscribing for. Another positive point is that you added a lot of hidden secrets and activities on Ruhnuk, which is something that players absolutely love doing, alone and in groups, so good job there. This would be something very easy to add on old planets, and would help keep them alive and populated, especially if the rewards are good and unique enough. About the upcoming armor sets, they are, expectedly, Mandalorian inspired. While we appreciate the consistency of the upcoming Cartel market outfits, we would like to see more original items instead of sets taken straight from existing lore characters. We really liked, however, the new weapons for the Cartel market. The lightsaber, the axe, and especially the ritual blade, that although an existing model was recolored in a creative way, everybody we talked to enjoyed these new weapons. Before addressing the PvP scandal, let's talk about the PvP rewards. We like the light strips on one of the armor sets. Everything else, though, is atrocious, like a homeless person huddled in their entire bag of clothes, and it stimulates me to lay in bed rather than fight. Like we always say, listen to the space Barbies and watch what people are wearing on the fleet. For example, everyone would love these NPC exclusive simple tall boots and hairstyles. Speaking of NPC hairstyles, an option for hair under the hood would be nice. Being the fashion police, people are looking up to us, and we've seen multiple players asking for the Gamorrean axe. Maybe you shouldn't bring the same item back in the game, but you can create a similar one, with a different handle for example. But you don't take kindly on players' opinions about outfits, do you? You outrageously banned a relevant Twitch streamer from your livestream, one that's been playing for a very long time, because she said we need better shoes in the game. Is that how you handle communication? Do we even want to talk about the communication between you, the PvP players, and relevant content creators? Everyone is likely aware that ranked PvP is going to be removed, and this news created a division like we haven't seen in a long time. By removing this play mode, you lost a lot of content creators, mainly Twitch streamers who focused on PvP, such as Mark Biggs, who has quite a large following. Although this update doesn't affect us, we understand these content creators, as we too would lose interest in the game if any cute armor sets would be removed. For us, this game is a Barbie dress-up, and that's already beginning to be the true endgame. Some PvP players who aren't bothered by the removal of ranked arenas stated that they don't understand the need for some people to flex their PvP prowess and achievements. While indeed this change will bring more players into war zones, we fear they will become aggressive as mediocre people like us will be put together with professional PvP players. We appreciate that you wish to reward regular war zones, but you could have accomplished that without removing the ranked mode, leaving both camps satisfied. Your excuse was to eliminate toxicity. By bringing the toxic ranked community into regular war zones, toxicity is everywhere, BioWare. We personally encountered more toxicity from ops players than we ever did from PvPers. Does that not matter the same? And speaking of operations, where is the Master Mode R4 operation that you mentioned like a year ago? We don't want to be pushy, but it's been a year. No one wants to be critical, but some people are only playing the game for operations. Talking about toxicity again, you are a bit blind on what it really means. The biggest toxicity comes from bootlicking people praising everything you do. You count on a mascot who has the capacity to bring such positive change. Instead, she sits in her cocoon controlling the SWTOR subreddit and the outdated unofficial SWTOR Discord server. The new interface looks good and seems to be a really helpful feature. It's clear that this livestream was much better than what you did in the past. All the information was nicely presented in a cursive manner, although there could have been a better dialogue with players, and we recommend not being scared of doing it more often because people don't wish this game any harm. It is very important to have communication between you and the community. There needs to be balance among the kinds of feedback you receive, as Central focuses a bit much on the negative aspects, while the Mickey Mouse of this game only talks about the positives, thinking that will save the game. In this day, when a lot of content creators feel like there's nothing else to be done and are unmotivated to continue, it would be a good moment for a slow change and to accept a bigger wave of ideas and creativity. No one wants to see this game dead and buried, as it will be if you don't embrace a new perspective. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to check out our channel, SWTOR Angels, where you can subscribe for more content like this.
Hi again everyone, Central here. As I said previously in the year, I'm pretty much done with talking about Star Wars The Old Republic as a game. We made today's video because I would very much like you to go over and check out SWTOR Angel's YouTube channel, because if you're looking for Star Wars The Old Republic gaming content, that's where you need to be. As promised, this channel has now been focused on lore, story, and so much more coming in the future. Thank you guys for being awesome. Make sure you check out the SWTOR Angels, and peace.
See you in the next video.